Let's begin. All right, you see Thune walking over to this Porta-John over here, saying, "Hello. Hello, friend. It's nice to see you again." You see this little tentacle eyeball. Here, let me enhance.
Enhance with Lance.
Tentacle eyeball sticking up out through what looks like the toilet hole of the toilet seat.
Huh. I'm gonna wander over and take a peek at it.
It instantly locks onto you. And you hear some muttering in some weird language you do not comprehend.
Yeah.
Sounds
At someone who could cast a spell.
Sounds like that kind of sound.
Gross.
Thune's like, no need to worry, my friend. They are with me.
What are they?
These creatures are known as Ochugs.
Start writing that down.
I can spell it for you. It's Otyugh.
Choogs.
Yeah, Ochugs. Might be Otues. I think it's Ochug though. They're essentially a little weird. Well, anyone have knowledge of nature?
Me?
Okay. You're technically aberrations. What knowledge is aberration?
Arcana?
Is that planes? I think outsider is planes.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, they're more natural than anything. They may be an aberration, but to me, they're more like a nature kind of thing. So I'll take nature or arcana, whatever you prefer.
Your nature.
All right.
Ooh. 14.
You've heard about them in theorem. You've never seen one in person though, or even like really read about them much. But you do know they're sort of like worms. They're like composters.
All right.
That's about all you know.
Why are they here?
You asking to Thune?
Yeah.
They are composters for soil, for growing the mushrooms in the northern fields. They keep this cesspool from overflowing. They mine to themselves, and fire giants in turn feed them in one way or another.
Ew.
And is this one different?
I mean, he's got a personality like the other two, but they're all relatively the same.
Then why the affinity?
Oh, the other two, I'm sure, on the other side of the pit. It is quite large. So, he just is nearby. Would you like to introduce yourself?
While he's doing that, can I perception check down here?
Sure. Justin, you see via Elhaz's eyes, like the tentacles start waving back and forth, like it's holding a lighter at a concert.
Can I heal myself real quick?
No, I forbid it. Yeah, of course.
I'll counterspell.
Correct. All right, give me your perception check, Scooty.
23.
You see what looks like a branching path going off to the north, and just more and more stone toilets.
Could
Outhouses.
could I discern whether we were there are no bad guys left in here?
You can tell from the relative lack of farting sounds that if there are any giants in here, they're dead or they're really pinching their loaf and staying quiet.
Okay, can I like do a loop around while they're talking and just use my 23? Or do you
Sure.
want me to roll at different points?
No, that's fine. Let me zoom out the camera here. You notice that there's some what looks like flames flickering above the pit itself, but nothing around the outside here, as to make it dark, so that way everyone can have their privacy in the privy.
Okay.
Pretty scene.
How tall is this room?
It's quite tall. It's like domed on the top, so it's like 40 feet tall. I'm gonna reveal the middle part too, since I see no point in hiding it. It's just a poop pit. Does anyone look over into the poop pit?
I was planning on
Yeah,
doing
why
a
not?
hover, like fly over it, but I was gonna wait till he was done.
You look in there and you see there's two more little guys, just kind of doing their thing, cruising around. They tend to stick to the
Nice.
edges for obvious reasons. They're just kind of like swimming around.
Are these guys like pets, or is he just like he just knows them?
They're not pets. They live here. He just has run into them from time to time.
Okay, so they're just old friends.
I wouldn't even necessarily say friends.
Kill them,
You can ask him what the relationship is.
murder them, and they're
That's
off.
what I was trying to get at. I was like, why is he coming over here, like talking to these guys?
Maybe he is in love with one of them.
Mm, I can
Maybe
see
this
that.
is the true life love story. Oh, Broomhilda.
Did you ask him like what's your relationship to
Yeah,
these?
yeah.
I have seen them from time to time when they move over to our quarters, the slave pens, as I like to call them. We have our own little trough that once a week one of these three fine young gentlemen come and clean up, so to speak. These creatures are quite intelligent, and they get sick and tired of listening to fire giants. They find our musings most comical and sad at the same time. It's like a soap opera to them.
Understandable.
Yes.
Would they potentially know where, like the high, ranking officials' chambers would be if they had to go clean up their troughs too? Or because I'm assuming this is like just like for like the commoners. Like if you're like a common fire giant, you're down here. But if you're like at upper echelon, you probably get a nicer latrine to take a shit in.
Oh, if you're referring to the very high officials, they never come down here, so I honestly have no idea where they mind their business. But the three boys here are always down on this floor. They never go upstairs.
But they wouldn't know any. They wouldn't know like another creature like them that would go upstairs to clean up after the other officials.
As far as they're aware, there are no other ones besides them. They are it. You see, like, inside the toilet hole, you see the little mouth is like nomming up and down, straight up in the air, just like top 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 top, like it's gasping for air, things like that. It's just being silly.
I mean, Should we keep moving? I mean, do they like it here?
Oh, yes. This is quite an enjoyable place for them. They are quite intelligent, though, which I don't think the fire giants quite realize. They have quite a bit of information. They like to listen on secrets spoken to during people's private time. Would you like to ask them anything?
What do we want?
I will ask what the.
Hold on. Let's decide what we're gonna ask.
He's already going.
I mean, we're not limited. We're not limited on questions.
No, but
are
I'm
we?
saying if we ask the wrong question,
Oh, please, ask away. They are quite kind creatures in their own way. Hold on, let me help you out. And he goes to the fire giant, and with his pickaxe, he like chips out some meat from the dead giant here, and he gives it to the Otug, and it seems very happy by this. That's why its mouth was going plop, 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 through the opening hole. And it seems quite excited. You see its tentacle pop back up and start shaking back and forth. Very excited. Yes, they will answer anything you want.
Just want to know like what the thing in the other room was. The iron golem, like.
Yes, good question. I would like to know that as well. He turns back over this thing and you just hear and then the other thing is one of its little tentacle mouths pops up next to its tentacle eyeballs and you hear and they just go back and forth for a little bit. Interesting. It seems to be a artifact given by one of the 4 groups of giants here. It is somewhat of a masterpiece to them, blessed by the clerics. They use it to pray to their deity, sort of as a idol, so to speak. I have no reference point, really. I'm not much of a religious person myself. But it holds sacred power to them. It is a sacred artifact and a masterwork of their engineering prowess.
That's about what we expected.
that's not far off of what I thought.
Anything else you'd like to ask Oliver here?
I mean, I would see if it knows of any like what information of value do we think they have?
I was wondering, like, how I don't know how they got here. I guess because isn't this like not on the plane of fire? It's like a not native. Or in some like.
Have you mentioned the plane of fire to Thune yet? I don't think you have.
No.
So when you mention that, he looks at you quizzically and he says, "What do you mean, plane of fire?"
Isn't that where we are?
No.
No, it's a place like.
Well, yeah.
We are in the mountains in Galarian. I don't know what you mean by plane of fire.
Yeah, I have no idea where we are.
No, we're in the mountains. Like, remember we had to go.
I can tell you guys right now, you are not in the mountains.
Yeah, we crossed through that portal thing.
Right.
But
Oh yeah.
I was saying if they knew.
You are not in the mountains, but he does not know that.
Yeah.
He still thinks you're in the mountains.
So maybe they cast a spell on this place and transferred it somewhere. I have no idea. But we know we're not in the mountains.
Do you tell that to him?
Yeah, I'll let him know.
I do not know what you mean. We can't simply just teleport to a new place. That's unheard of. No magic is that powerful.
Would be surprised.
Could we also ask them maybe like why Volstis is here then? Like, would they potentially know?
Volstis. Let me ask. Volstis. They do not know who you speak of. Can you describe him? They only know people by their bottoms. If you have seen his bare buttocks, that would be
Supreme Giant Overlord. Technically a storm giant, I guess.
Large buttocks.
Let me ask him the largest buttocks he has seen. He says there are some overweight fire giants, but he's never seen anything that's not their skin tone.
Any
No,
diet
the
that might
low
be.
people don't come down here.
Yeah, the high people don't come down here, but I don't know. Maybe he did. He was checking on
No,
his
they
troops.
mean the high people won't come down here, but like they listen to people's conversations though, or their rumblings. So I mean, I didn't know if maybe they caught something while they were cleaning up one day.
Thune relays that, and you hear. Now that you mention it, Oliver here says that he does know a couple strange things, if you'd like to hear.
I love that his name is Oliver.
Sure, I'd love to hear all of what Oliver has to say.
I
Oh,
love that.
okay, let me ask him. They converse for a minute. Oliver here is a bit hungry. Can some of you fetch me some of this dead giant meat? They love it fresh every once in a while. It's like a change of pace.
Ellis is just gonna come over here and just rip an arm off.
Do you chuck it into the pit just straight up, or do you go to the?
No, I give it to him.
Okay.
He's the one we're talking to.
The big mouth pops up and just starts chomping on it. You hear more. Oliver requests that you send in more to the pit. He does not wish to be selfish.
I was about to. Once he was done talking, I was gonna throw the body in. Actually, I was gonna throw all 3 bodies in for.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna actually physically move them into the pit.
Nice.
And when you do,
Like the wolf part.
yeah, you guys are really good at feeding meat to wild animals. The other 2 start chomping on. You notice that the third one, with the one with the arm missing, the other 2 don't touch, so they're leaving it for Oliver.
Cute.
They're quite respectful for being little poop monsters.
Mhm.
Oliver here
Those
has,
are often the most respectful.
Oliver here has a couple bits of information for you real fast. First of all, he's noticed dumpings that are not of fire giant, orc, or common sheep, things like that. They seem strange from a different planet. He says they taste quite sulfury, which is a strange taste, much like how you would describe, like wasabi, for example.
Like a magma, like
Demons.
A bit spicy. Little runny too, but it is interesting. He thinks that there is some other creature or something here that is more hot than even the fire giants. At least different type of species. This could give credence to your theory that we are on a different plane, which I do not understand, but it is possible. I can see merit. What else do you have, Oliver? He starts talking. Do you have anything to say while he's communicating with Oliver again?
No, I was just gonna ask about the diet. So you already hit that. Do we know anything that would have more sulfur than a fire giant?
No. Go ahead and do a knowledge planes, and I can potentially give you some information.
26.
Dang, that's a banger. So you know from your studies of interplanar travels and things like that, that creatures from different domains will, in order to be able to survive in their environment, will have different compositions and things like that.
Right.
Something with that high of a sulfur content most likely is an outsider native to the plane of fire.
Okay.
And you're pretty
Efreet or
confident about
whatever.
that. Yeah.
Efreet. What are those called?
Freet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think of all the
I
here's
would
my
definitely
magic
say-
things.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you saying, Scott?
I would ask him like I'm over here, so I can't ask him. But I was just
You can
saying
move
to
over there.
them,
This takes a long time to talk.
yeah, I'm
Which
having
one?
I'm having throat things, so I can't really roll.
Okay.
Okay, well,
But-
just talk. That's fine.
All right, well, I'll move myself over there. I'll ask about after I've done my loop, I'm gonna ask him about the way up and if he knows how to get upstairs.
Oh, good question. You can hear it sounds like a change in tone in Oliver's voice. A little more chorusy, high pitched even. May kind of construe that as excitement. Oh yes, Oliver does know how to get upstairs, as you call it. He's interested in sneaking over there sometime. Maybe finding some new fecal matter that could cleanse his palate. A term that makes no sense now that I say it out loud, but you catch my drift. Anyway,
Change of pace.
anyways, there is a secret channel in this room somewhere. He does not know, as the pit is deep and he cannot see, but he can hear. There's a secret channel in this room somewhere that he believes leads to the general quarters of most of the giants, which you would call a barracks. Perhaps there, they say that the stairs are nearby, so you could find out for yourself. It is a
That would
secret
make sense.
passage. They're supposed to walk around, but sometimes when you gotta go, and they sneak through the secret passageway.
But he doesn't know where.
No.
I mean, would soon be able to find it. He's the rogue.
I could perhaps take a look in a minute. I must act as translator right now, unless you others also speak aberrational Otug.
I don't know if my helm of comprehend language does.
I have no idea because it's not like a native language. It's like their language as a creature.
I would say probably not.
They would speak common or whatever language. I guess they'd speak giant. Very broken, as if a foreigner in a different country was trying to speak a language that they studied a little bit. So it'd be very hard to understand them speaking giant. Giant's not a native tongue of any of you anyway, so that makes it even more difficult.
I mean, do we have any more questions? I guess we could ask if they would like to, when they would like to leave, I guess. If they want to go, taste some other...
They're quite happy here. He was just trying to brag to his friends over there.
Yeah. I got no other questions.
Oliver starts speaking again. He chimes up. And then Thune's like, oh, yes. Oliver wanted me to know that the giant poop does taste better than the orc poop. He finds that important for you to know.
Probably shouldn't kill all the giants, then.
There's more substance, he says. A little more spice. He likes spicy food.
When has he dealt with orcs?
The slaves.
Oh, right. I didn't know they came here.
They don't, remember? Once a week, they go to the slave quarters and clean out the slave pen.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Well, I don't think I have any other questions. Drew, do you have anything else you want to ask?
He's probably preoccupied with
With the babe.
the babe, probably crying.
Jared's typing something. Oh, just kidding.
He's done typing something.
I would
Short-lived.
say we just search for the secret passage thing then.
Sure.
Oliver does
I
warn
mean,
you to be careful.
Do we know what's north? Like,
Oh,
just
yes.
where does that way lead?
Sorry, poopy diaper.
It's okay.
Oliver knows the exact way to get to the slave pen. He says, through that passageway, it's 2 rights and a left.
Jesus. Okay. But if we're going a secret passageway, that just goes to the barracks.
Yes, he does warn you there are at least 24 giants there, so if you do go that way, be warned.
Makes sense.
Mm.
Slave quarters might be a better option.
Yeah.
Maybe the barracks is where we go at. Shit, do we know if it's day or night?
No idea.
Hmm. Okay.
Anything else that you would like me to ask Oliver?
I got nothing.
He's most fascinated by you all. He says that if you need to defecate, to come to him. He is most curious.
Roger that.
Right then and there, Elhaz takes a big shit.
I haven't
So
thought.
before we leave, like we didn't. So they don't know that we're not in the plane of fire. Did we want to try and like dig a little more for information, or are we just content with?
Thune doesn't know.
This thing, I don't think so.
Oliver thinks that there's something up, but he doesn't care. As long as he gets his wasabi, he's fine.
Okay. Because that was the sulfur comment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say we just try to find the secret passageway at least, and then, you know, I don't see why we would go to the slave pen.
So we don't fight 24 giants.
At least 24.
I mean, we have invisibility sphere, and I don't know.
I guess like the only thing I could say is typically when there's a slave pen, like you would want to like rally the troops to help them fight against the people that they've been
Yeah.
oppressed by, right?
Mhm.
So like we could get more people to help us fight potentially. Like it's not
Yeah.
guaranteed, but like would you at least want the number advantage eventually?
Of a bunch of puny fucking orcs? No.
I mean they're creeps, dude. They they swallow the damage instead of you potentially. Don't look at it as trying to save them all. Just keep you live longer. Like
No, like, Soliska would be thinking these, like, those puny things that we saw in there are not going to stand a chance.
well, then I mean, Ira's still gonna like plant her feet and say that they're gonna like we need to save them because everyone deserves like to live a decent life.
She's a paladin. It just is true.
I mean, on one hand, they do act as fodder. On the other hand, it's possible we could save them. Otherwise, I mean, what is our
Like, what are we gonna
It's
arm
a-
them with?
To me, it's a win-win. Like, if you say either, if you can save them, great. If you don't, like, they at least are distracting like the big guys enough for you to charge up a little longer.
I mean, what are we trying to do here?
I'm trying to find where Volstis is.
And the barracks and the slave pits are the only two places we could go.
No, the slave pens are through this way, a right, and a left. So like we have to follow this path, choose between two options, go right, follow that path, choose between two options, go right, and then left.
Let's just go to neither. Pick some other place to go.
Okay.
Because neither of those places are the places that we want to end up. So
Oliver did say that the stairs up are near the barracks.
Yeah. So like we can sneak past them to go up, or we go all the way back and then start working our way up.
I said we just go to the barracks.
I mean that's my idea. Like I want to get up and kill Volstis. I don't care about the slave pen. I don't think they're gonna help
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't think we're to the point where we need to let our presence be known that much yet.
Yeah.
So I say we go up there, and if we kill Volsus or whatever, or find them or whatever, we can just come back and free the slaves after.
Agreed. Drew. Jared, what do you think? We
I'm just
both
playing
know-
like my character at this point. Like, if I am playing to win, I agree with you. But I'm playing like Ira. I'll still like vouch to save the slaves. So
That's true. I think the slaves have to
Who
come.
says we can't save the slaves afterwards?
Well, how many are gonna die between now and then?
Hmm?
You know, how many are gonna die between now and then? That's
Probably one at most.
Well, you guys slaughtered like 20 of them, like a day ago.
Yeah, but they're not gonna go killing their own slaves willy nilly.
22 to be exact. Jared's typing up a
Slaves are
storm
gonna
over
keep
there.
doing whatever they need to do, and then
All right, we got a 50-50 split.
split the party.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yes. Do it.
Hey, if we ever take a sojourn into playing Delta Green, splitting up's totally valid in that game.
That is one thing I don't like about this. It's pretty much doomed to split up.
Well, same with D&D
Because it's
and
all fighting. No.
Ask Oliver. Ask Oliver what he thinks.
What do you want me to ask Oliver? Oliver, get back here. Sticks his eyeballs up. All right, I have Oliver. What do you need?
I think we should ask him that question. Do we all agree with that?
What is the question you want to ask him? I wasn't paying attention.
Where we should go.
Like, what's on the way to the slave pen? Like anything?
The slave pen is right
And
next.
how many slaves? Like, how many slaves are there?
There's over 100. I was there too, in case you forgot. I am also a slave. Yeah, there's 100 of us at least. And we're right next to the barracks. I know because the guards swap out quite often, and they are very quick if there's ever an issue. So we must be right next door.
That means the way up is very close as well.
Mm.
I don't think we're starting a revolution just yet. I think we're still trying to sneak through.
What are you two doing over there?
I mean, that's my thought.
We could split up.
We're not doing that. We can't do a 2v2 split up. That's terrible. Okay, so here's just outside
So
the
I mean,
game.
so Ira will keep pitching the idea to go free the slaves because she like values Thune as a person and she wants more people like Thune to like be able to like live freely. But ultimately, like I'm just saying this because I have a crazy baby. But ultimately, she will cave to like what the party wants to do just for the greater good.
Just stop talking about it.
I mean, sure, we can go to the slave pens.
You can at least check it out, I guess.
Now I must warn you, it is guarded. Both sides. There's 2 entrances. One to the west and one to the south.
What I expected.
I'm sure the barracks are even more guarded for obvious reasons, but I just would like to be upfront about that.
Well, let's go. You've made a
Okay.
decision.
Thank you for your help, Oliver. You've been most kind. I look forward to you eating my poop in a week. Actually, it's in about 3 days, so I'll see you in a few days. Oliver waves his little eyeball
Bye-bye,
tentacle,
Oliver.
goes back to munching on his giant.
Bye-bye.
So
All right.
north we go.
Let's
If
go
you
fail at doing this.
if you all would want to follow me, I know once we're getting close so that we're in the right direction. Thune. Hold on. He's gonna do a knowledge check.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Okay.
he understands.
Thune, based on like where people are walking and stuff like that, he knows because we're getting close to a place he spends a lot of his time at. He kind of knows the rotations of the guards and things like that. So you guys can slip all the way there without getting detected because I got a natural 20. So I'm just gonna highlight the whole path.
You guys, Mama Bear tapped in, so I'm good to go now.
Nice. Thanks, Mama Bear.
Oh, thank you.
If you'd like to move
My portion,
yourselves,
baby.
actually, I'll move all of you because it's easier if I do it.
Oh, shit.
Once you get over here, you see a guard post, and the guard post goes up to the ceiling, but it's like a portcullis. And in front of said portcullis is a single guard. But you hear him talking to another guard. He's facing towards like the actual portcullis, so to the north. So you can assume that there's another one on the other side, and they're chit-chatting with each other.
Can we go through it at all?
And you all can hear all this. They don't notice you. The portcullis is closed.
But we know there's space behind it, at least.
Yep.
So we could do invisibility sphere, teleport if we need to.
Oh, for sure. And Thune is intimately familiar with on the other side, so he can give you an exact location for you guys to warp and be incredibly safe.
Okay, well, I say we do that.
Soon.
Yeah, I'm game.
Is invisibility sphere? There's no concentration in this, is there?
There is.
Hmm.
It's just like a, what is it, like a 15-foot radius?
I think it's 10 foot.
10 foot? I thought it was 15.
I think it's 10, and you're all within 10 feet right now.
Jard has it, not me.
So,
Cast invisibility sphere.
okay, so you got to be like that to get it to work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're all invis.
And then I
We
guess I'll
drop
mention
quote.
Yep. I only
It's so cool to, it's so cool to visualize yourself doing this.
I only have 2 3rd-level spells left, so.
All right, you guys are warping?
Yep.
All right, Thune gives you the exact
Warping.
coordinates that you need.
Oh my god, where'd we go?
We're gone.
Into the black.
Hold on, I have you guys diagonal. Everyone's rotated. All right, well, you guys can rotate yourselves. I'm going to give you a...
I found us.
everyone give me a perception check.
Not me.
Oh,
Oh my god, not us. Not us, Josh.
not us.
Oh, jeez.
It's natural 20 city today.
Fucking not us.
All right, you guys can rotate yourselves back to facing the right direction.
Good lord.
Yep, everything got a little wonky when we teleported, but that's okay. With a new version of things on here, I literally cannot. Please, it won't let me. Like, I can't see the rotation thing. I'm slowly rotating
no.
y'all.
Okay, thank you. I was just about to do it.
Yep, there you go. Okay, and Justin already fixed himself, so good deal. All right, so you guys are on the second floor of a balcony. There's a doorway right here that leads into like what looks like a houses carved into the side of the wall. And then this is the floor down below that. And these are the openings that lead onto this little pavilion, which is above the main floor, which is what this is. So it's like ground floor, first floor. You go inside this thing and it leads up to the second floor, which is where you guys are. So you guys are standing on the roof of the first floor.
Okay.
Welcome to
I don't like that. No, go back.
fun. So you can see here, this is the poop pit. This is what they go clean once a week. There's a big flow of lava, almost like a lake in the middle. There's a bridge to the south that crosses over, made of iron. Looks like there was one up to the north, but it has collapsed and it kind of sunken into the lava. This is a waterfall, but with lava. It's a lava fall. There also seems to be like a weird dock.
Down or up?
This is flowing downward into this, so
Okay,
it's
okay,
above
okay.
you. Yeah.
So we could assume that like this is about the same height as this. Like this lava thing is it higher than the second floor?
This lava fall goes way higher.
So it's like way up.
Yeah, it's like a good 60 feet.
Okay, gotcha.
Looks pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, it does when I'm imagining it.
But yeah, there's also a weird pier that goes out into the lake a little bit. which is strange.
Right where they're dumping bodies.
Yes, then.
Where are the guards at? Do we see any?
Yep. There's one to the south, and then there's one. Oh, I forgot to change them over. Yeah, up there.
No, so it's only like
Over the top.
probably 4 guys.
Okay.
Probably a guy here and then another guy on the other side.
What is it? That guy? Oh, okay.
I just had him stuck up there to remember where he was. But he's standing in front of it.
All right, so where does this door lead?
It's just a hole. Just an opening, and it's like a carve out. It leads inside. You would assume where people are living.
What are they doing? Like, what is the? Are they mining?
Nope. They're just hanging out.
Is this where they live?
Okay.
For there being 100 orcs here, you only see like 7.
Yeah, so these guys must be,
Inside.
or they're at work right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a day shift.
These guys just might be sick or injured or something, and they're just or old.
I'll ask Thune, where is everyone?
Oh, we like to stay inside. Being outside can get you killed or put to work, which is essentially the same thing.
Do you think we could? Do you think there is a great way to save these individuals? I would love to let them, live a better life than be trapped in here.
You're a foolish girl. No, that's not possible.
Do you think they would band up and help us defeat the giants in the barracks?
Impossible. There's far too many giants, and we are malnourished, starved. There are a few here who have been here a while, though. Their knowledge surpasses my own. That's who we should talk to.
Do you know where they would be? Are they just sitting inside, like you said?
You make us sound like we're complacent. They are around, yes, recovering, resting, tending to their wounds.
Are you familiar with them, or do they know you as a friendly face at least?
I mean,
I would hate to cause a large surprise and cause a ruckus.
Have you looked in a mirror recently? You would cause a ruckus seeing you, fool.
True.
No. Oh. I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's not a feeling, it's fact. You are a human amongst, or human-esque, I should say, amongst a bunch of orcs.
That was a little rude, Thune. I'm not a human.
And I'm not an orc. We both make assumptions.
What is he here?
You don't know. I explained a little bit before about his history. So go back and check that out.
What's next? Those who wanted to save these people?
Well, he said to go find the people that have been around longer. So
Inside?
Y'all are invisible
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Elhaz is not going to fit through that doorway.
Oh boy. Can we have Thune go and get the people?
I can go look. I would cause much less of a stir than you non-orcish looking people things. I don't know. I don't want to offend Mr. PC over here.
Whoa. They have that here?
All right. He goes off into the cavernous maze. After a little while, you see him pop out up front here. And he's kind of walking. He looks up at you briefly, just to make sure you're not sticking out.
I don't think he can see us, can he?
Nope, that's what I'm saying. He looks up there to see if you were sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crosses over the bridge. He stays very far away from that pier for some reason. And up and into here. And he's gone again because he's inside. How long do you all want to wait?
I don't know. I don't think we really.
How long
have a choice.
how long does your sphere last?
Gord.
He is gone for about 26 minutes.
I don't know how long invisibility sphere lasts. I think it's only like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
So you would have to pop another one, or we would have to duck inside this cave when it was about to.
Yeah,
It's like invisibility.
It's only 13 minutes.
So I mean, he would have to blow through 3. And if he's wanting to do that, you know.
I mean, I don't think we need to be. I think the part that we needed to invis pass was the guard. I mean,
You don't think they'd see us from?
Well, you can just
Over
go
there?
inside.
Well, you said Alhaz couldn't fit inside.
Yeah. I said you could go inside. I didn't say Alhaz can go inside.
Here we go again.
Wasn't a collective you. Thanks, English language. Justin, get on that.
Alright, I'll change the language.
Thanks. Your anthropology, that's about as close as we get.
That's true.
so we leave Alhaz out here.
I could dismiss him. Would probably be the way to go.
Yeah, why don't we dismiss him and just hide in this?
Now, if you dismiss him, do you have to wait
Cavern.
24 hours to get him back?
Yo.
What? I mean, we also all should probably rest.
Wait. I already did dismiss him today. He's still on that spell that I had.
Oh, so
so he's gonna get dismissed anyway.
Yeah, he's just gonna peace out. All right, well,
Yeah.
we'll just say he
Yeah.
vanishes. So that means you're now blind.
Yeah, before he leaves, I'm gonna grab onto Eos's arm. Lead away.
We'll just say you guys go in here for now. Now I can get rid of Jared's little. Whoa, what the heck? All I did was slide you over to the left, and you guys just like desynced. That was crazy. Like you guys are like bowling pins. You just started spreading out.
We squished.
Yeah, we gotta look around and make sure there's no people that are gonna be alarmed by us.
Yeah.
When you come in here, you see quite a few. Whoop! I think I just hit the undo button on that. Oops, a daisy. Quite a few orcs just kind of huddling around on like wraps and things like that. Some look sick, some look injured. Do you let your invisibility sphere wear out?
Yeah, I'd say we probably don't need it.
I need a definitive answer before I tell you how they react.
I would say that we are not like our invis wears off before we go in. So like we're visible and then we go in. That way it's just like not all of a sudden.
So you're
people
visible out
flat.
here?
No,
Outside.
we would be we'd be inside, and then the invisibility sphere would wear off.
Well, Scott was saying before you go in. This is after you go in, so I need an answer.
I think we should do it after we go in.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're gonna have people out here seeing us. I'm not
Yeah,
too worried
I
about the
mean-
giant, but I'm worried about these people who are staring up onto the roof.
That's just a default position.
Yeah, I don't think they're looking up here.
No. There's no facing in Pathfinder, technically.
Whatever you want to do is fine. I'm just saying if we do it, I don't know if it really medically matters.
Alright, so you come in here, invisibility sphere wears off. Is that the official consensus?
Yep.
Okay. The orcs seem starlit from your sudden appearance at first. Do you say anything to them? They don't seem to be moving. They're just...
They don't seem to be moving. Like, do they see us?
They
or do
seem
notice us,
they seem
or-
like in shock that you just appeared out of nowhere.
Ira will come up and like obviously she doesn't speak orc, but she'll be like, "I come in peace" or something like that, or like she tries to sign that she is friendly.
I'll translate it into Orcish.
They seem kind of perplexed, and then they go back to like being exhausted. It's like they just don't have the energy to even care.
All right.
Ira will do a channel positive energy to heal them a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
Are they affected by shaken, diseased, cursed, or blinded?
Diseased, yes. Blinded, probably. One of them, I'm sure, is. I don't remember what shaken is. Is it the -2 to everything?
Mm-hmm.
Then
They're
sure.
probably shaking.
Yeah, they're definitely
There's
shaken
four.
then.
There's 4 then.
Just in front of you.
So they don't get those taken off. If
They look as if like beggars on the street in like biblical times.
yeah, so she wants to heal them. She'll use 4 lay on hands to heal all of them individually. So I'll roll it every single time. But since they're affected by all those conditions, I can only roll 66 instead of 76. So.
Okay. Are you immune to anything with your paladin abilities?
All diseases.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah, all diseases. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4.
They all seem incredibly surprised by their newfound energy. And one of them immediately takes off and starts sprinting down the hallway. Do you do anything about it? 5.
I mean, I can't do it.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to do about
Well, I can't do anything because I'm blind, so I don't know.
I would tell him, Karamos, that one's running away.
I mean, I'm still blind. I can't stop him.
Well, you can speak, so you could say "halt, please" or something like that. You know.
That's true. Yeah, I'll tell him to wait a second.
He's like, no, but I must tell the others. A miracle. A miracle. We're saved.
We are waiting for Thune, our friend. We need to keep our party small for now.
But my family, they're sick too. I must go tell them.
That will come in time.
We
we're trying
have
to
no
get everyone
time.
out.
They're dying. And he starts to try to take off again.
Well, I can't really do anything besides my words.
Yeah, I'm
You
not gonna
can't.
stop.
All right, he takes off downstairs and disappears.
All right.
Nothing
You want
happens.
to talk to the ones that are healed? Justin, to see like if there's any like elders around or anything like that?
Isn't that what Thune is doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well, I
guys
mean,
doing
we
this
could.
while in the interim while he's gone.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask about some elders.
Yeah, yes, please. What do you want to know? These aren't the orcs from the first two books.
Yeah. uh, I guess what like, the first thing I want to know is what they're doing. Like why are they here?
We are labor. We tend the fields to feed the animals.
Mhm. And how many are you in total?
Hmm. We used to be in the hundreds, but I would expect 60 max.
And is everyone resting right now?
No, we split up into shifts. We can only go in 4-hour increments before we become exhausted.
And who is the highest ranking individual that you know of in the
But
giant army?
there is a commander down here. I do not know his name. I do not speak giant, but he's adorned with more immaculate armor. You can tell that he's higher up. All the other giants listen to him. He's fearsome.
Does he come here often?
Yes, he seems to live down here as if the highest official, at least down in the stinky depths.
The highest of the lows.
So to
I
speak.
think we could follow him, I guess. 'Cause, I mean, he has to report to someone higher up, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Um,
You'd assume that they have to have a magnum leader of some
yeah.
kind.
I'm just trying to follow up the chain of command. So what do we want to ask, like, when the elders get here?
I mean, we need to just strategize how we get to the mountain. I saw this as an opportunity to like gain knowledge to, you know, infiltrate more
Oh,
places
yeah,
than
that's a
just.
good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, EOS is that's a great question.
We need to ask that when the elders get here.
I can tell you that. I'm on shift 3. We just got back not half an hour ago. We have some time before shifts change.
So if we were gonna do anything with these people, one, we wouldn't get everyone. Two, we would have plenty of time to do it right now.
Yep. You guys came at a good time.
I mean, we could ask like, are they familiar with like the layout of the building? Do they know anything about like where we are? Do they know like that the mountains aren't there anymore? Are we in a different plane? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you can ask all those, so which ones do you want to answer
yeah.
first?
Ask them where they think they are.
I mean, I'm not. I can't speak Orcish. So
No,
you're
yeah,
gonna
I
have to
am.
be the one relaying all the stuff. So,
Uh,
I mean,
You ask, we are in Ash Peak, the volcano.
And recently, has there been any shifts or change in the atmosphere or weather?
Everything's so condensed in these tunnels. There's no real change of air. But we did have many of us get sick a few moons ago.
Mm. And how well do you know the layout of this place?
Just the places that we are sent to. Up to the north, to the west, there's a straight tunnel. It diverts a couple times, but we always stay to the right. It leads to the mushroom farm, our main area of work. A branch off that is where they keep the animals whom we feed, that they use as their food. Livestock, mainly. To the left of that is some weird people. We don't really quite know who they are, but they seem to be in holy garb. We suspect some chapel or church. We don't recommend going there. They seem even hated by the fire giants. Other than that, we occasionally are used for mining in the central area. There's a guard captain that sits on this tower around us. There's an open space. Also some horrible fire, lava, magma creatures that keep us at bay. Aside from that, I cannot tell you where.
Does anyone serve as a servant to anyone higher up? Are there those of you that aren't present in the rotation?
We are but fodder. We are not able to go up. The servants up above use other fire giants as their servants, or other giants. They are of high rank.
Alright, so if we're gonna get these people out, it's gonna be a whole thing.
Honestly, it's gonna be more trouble than it's worth.
It is, but I mean, we're gaining all this intel, so.
All right, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
Nothing.
That's not true. You missed a lot.
So the recordings are for.
Basically, like, there's a mushroom farm up here, then there's like fields and pastures, and then it sounds like around this area there's like he said garbed people that even the fire giants don't like. So
Well, I mean, that could be useful. We could see what they're up to.
yeah, that's what I mean.
If the
We at
giants
least
don't like
have
them,
some.
then
We at least have a hint, like maybe if we get rid of them, the fire giants will spare us, a little bit.
That's some wishful thinking.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
I said a little bit, like not completely.
I think our goal here is to try and take this place down to the ground. I don't think there's going to be any sparing involved.
I feel like, from my understanding of things, just speaking as somebody who's read the book, I feel like the last book was about taking things down. This book is about strictly getting to where you need to be.
Oh, just the top of the mountain, right?
Yeah. Like, they don't expect you to collapse it like you did with the village before. Like, this is just too much of a well-run machine. These are like the best of the best. It's not going to happen. Your goal is to just live and get to the top.
Gotcha.
Now, they'll tempt you with things, of course, like these slaves, for example. But you do with that as you will.
We could teleport to the top, and then it'll spit us into a wall, and then that'll shoot us out to the nearest land.
You take damage for every 10 feet you move while in the wall, though.
It's true.
And if it's more than 1,000 feet, you die, I believe. Or it fails. Anyways.
I would say that. So up top leads to the fields.
So there's a mushroom farm this way.
And
I'm very sad you guys didn't go there earlier because I drew the mushroom farms in the shape of a mushroom. It was pretty cool.
I think we just need to get out of here. I don't know if there's much.
Do we wait?
can
Do we wait for?
Thune's still gone. This is all.
Yeah,
this is
do we
all
wait
while
for-
you're waiting for Thune.
Yeah, I would say let's wait for Thune and see what he says, and then we'll go from there. Because Thune knows what we're trying to do.
While you guys are sitting here waiting for Thune, all of a sudden you hear. Actually, roll a perception check. I don't know why I'm just giving you crap for free. This is a game.
Yes.
Ooh, natty 1. I have a 12 total.
Look
Bro,
at the,
you can't see though.
it's
I'm
it.
just listening.
This is a listening one, so it's actually
Oh.
his ears are perked, his cat ears. You hear what sounds like tens of footsteps coming towards you slowly, pitter pattering.
Does it smell like
Teen
more
Spirit.
orcs?
Sorry, bad joke. Yes. All of a sudden, that one orc came back. He's like, there she is, the miracle worker. She can cure you all. And there's like 20 orcs behind him. I didn't want to copy and paste an orc 20 times, but there's like 20 orcs behind him, all pushing and shoving, trying to get to Ira, the miracle healer. You've caused a small mob.
Oops.
There's no room for goodness in this place.
No.
No good deed goes unpunished, unfortunately.
I know. That's okay. I mean, I played it exactly how she would have played it.
I mean,
Like,
it makes sense. Imagine you're dying and all of a sudden
yeah,
Jesus comes and is like, hey.
yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, I played it exactly how she would have played it. So, she's a low intelligence creature anyway. You know, she doesn't think about stuff like that. She just does things out of the goodness of her heart.
Oh, there we go. There's a conga line of of orcs.
She just will go like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?"
Please, there are many of us. We're dying.
Oh my goodness. Well, are there people that are not sickened, shaken, cursed, and blinded?
No, we are all sick and shaken, cursed and blinded. No, they're not cursed. Maybe not so many blinds, but they're definitely sickened and diseased. It's like, no, we are exactly those exact 4 conditions, unfortunately.
All of us are blind.
She will say, "Please send. I can heal all of you in a 30-foot radius for 76 plus 1 if you are not shaken, diseased, cursed, or blinded."
What is a D6?
I do not know math. I can't even read.
I know. She will just say, "Please, my power. I don't have." She'll say, "Please, I am getting tired. Send only the most ill ones. I'll be able to save them. After that, I will have to rest."
They all come flying towards you. They're orcs, not civilized people. They're starting to close in on all of you. It's getting kind of intense, the pressure.
I will do just a channel positive energy then, to see if like some healing will calm them down.
I'm gonna scoot back this way.
Give you some more range.
Yeah, so I guess she will like wade into like over here.
Like Jesus amongst the lepers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus fucking Christ.
22 points of healing.
Oh, it's a miracle. I'm still blind. Oh, thank you, our savior. Who knew a human could be so kind?
Yes, please take these blessings and pay it forward to all the ones who need it. For I cannot carry on this message for everyone, but be good people.
What is your name, Savior?
Jesus
My
Christ.
name is Ira. My Ira Anguis.
My name is Christ. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Wading into the sea of people. Do you need bread? Fish?
I have one fish and one loaf of bread.
Oh boy.
Pass them over to me. Pass them over to me, and I will bless them.
Oh god, the Catholic
Ain't
school
you
is
supposed
just
to multiply it?
pouring out of us here.
I know, right?
As you're
His budget.
healing these people, you hear, "Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. You're healed now. Please get out of my way. Excuse me." And Thune appears, and with him, he's got a couple of orcs that I'm not going to differentiate from the rest of these monsters. They're just there. You're just gonna have to trust me on it.
I trust you.
They look old and sage-like, with
Which
beards,
ones exactly?
like beards with, this one, and this one.
Nice.
They both have beards like an old Chinese man. You know, like the long, thin ones.
Hey, Thune. The group's over here. We should all reconvene over here and all chat.
These fools won't get out of my way. It's like the blind
Everyone,
leading the
please
blind. I'm still blind! See what I mean?
Everyone, please make room for Mr. Thune. And she asked all the people she healed to get out of the way kindly.
They listen to your every whim. You're essentially a god to them now. So they all get out of the way.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm gonna make room for the elders here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I have found the people you were looking for. I'm gonna switch Ira and Thune around so that way. There we go. That makes more sense. These are the folks you spoke of? What would you like to ask them? One appears to be blind, but not the guy who's yelling that he's blind. I was basing that guy strictly off the weird fish from SpongeBob that always chimes in.
My leg!
Yeah, that's essentially him.
Ira will put her hands on the elder's eyes and she will try and heal him. Try to heal his blindness.
Do you have cure blindness?
I do.
Oh, that he can see. His macular degeneration quickly heals. That joke's for Cindy, even though she doesn't listen to this.
Because she's an eye doctor.
Exactly. Yep. Oh,
That's amazing.
even for a human, you're okay to look at. Thank you for returning my sight. Please, do you have a cure for syphilis?
Unfortunately, I'm fresh out. If the Mercy is diseased or shaken, though, so if he's diseased, then and it
Syphilis.
counts as a disease. It
Syphilis
goes
is
away.
bacterial infections and STD.
I'm well aware what it is, but
It's-
if you
it's a
count
joke.
If you count it as a disease, he's healed.
They're cure infections.
Oh my gosh, my painless ulcers are cleared.
I feel 25.
Come here, Janet. We're gonna have fun tonight.
I'm pretty sure one of the stage 3 of syphilis is like neuro damage too. So maybe that's why he was blind.
Yeah, that's what like big mobsters died of. They all had syphilis. Died.
Big monsters.
Mobsters.
Oh, mobsters. I thought you said big monsters. I was like, dang, who knew Godzilla got taken down by the old Sif?
All big monsters get syphilis.
This episode has gone off the rails.
That's what got Kong.
First it was the clap, then it was the old syphilis.
That's okay. Huh.
Oh god, okay. Anyways, oh man. That's funny though. Jesus, I feel like I'm on glass cannon now with the stupid jokes. Troy. Anyways, what did you actually want to ask him besides besides him thanking you for curing his syphilis?
We will lean to Karamos and see. Do you think they would know, like, who runs this mountain, or a secret passageway maybe to get up there from their divine verse, from their their wisdom?
Doesn't hurt to ask. Yeah, I'll ask them if they know any information about the higher ups.
Do you speak Orcish? They've been speaking in Orcish this whole time.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. The other one, the one that didn't have syphilis or was blind. I'm still blind. Not him. He steps up. I'll say he's the one in blue. Yes, I know something that could be of immense value to you. That's it. He doesn't continue. He just stops there.
Would you care to share such information?
Yes, of course. I was just pausing for dramatic effect. I was just deciding whether or not I should end the episode there, but I guess we can keep going.
William Shatner.
What's an episode? Where am I?
There's something on the wing.
Why am I 2D?
Okay, so he goes into detail about the 4 houses of the fire giants, the ones that I talked about at the beginning. But he gives you, yeah. So he goes into detail about all 4 of them. I gotta bust out the book for this. Hold on, I've been doing this entire episode off memory, but memory's not that good. I didn't even read the book this week. This is all from my prep from last week. Hold on. Okay. He talks about the 4 houses. So they're called clans. He mentioned that the 4 clans are ruled by a king and queen. The king is King Titarian, which is a awesome name, I gotta say. Titarian sounds like a king. He is the head of Clan Brandrick. Thus, they are the most powerful of the 4 houses currently. They also have the most soldiers. Their symbol is a black greatsword etched with runes on a square-topped orange shield.
Hold on. Black great sword.
Etched with runes on a square-topped orange shield. Again, this will be in the recording, which I will post. They are best known for their forging ability. They create weapons and armor. Titarian is a master duelist. He has multiple weapons that he's an expert in. He also created his own special weapon, but no one down here knows what it is.
Oh god.
This is like big juicy information, so this will come in big handy for you. So good job coming here.
Woo.
And you only would have gotten this if you saved Thune and brought him back here. So you guys actually did something right.
First time in a long time.
I know, right? I know it seems kind of pointless to come here, so I think they wanted to give you like a reward for actually like taking the time to talk to the orcs. All right, next up.
Jesus has come.
Clan Hrafen. They are the 3rd largest of the 4 groups.
Brathen?
Hrafen, Hrafn. The other one's Brandrick, Brandrik.
So Brandrick is the biggest, and Hraffrin is the third biggest. Is
Yep.
what you're saying?
Yep. I'm
Okay.
just
I'm
doing
just
this.
trying to keep it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
trying to
doing it
keep
in
it in
order
my
of the
head.
book. I think there's a reason why. Oh, yes. The queen is of Queen Hraffin. So even though they're the third largest, they're second in command and to power because
Because of their affinity or
yes,
their
the queen's
link.
name
Yeah.
is Quivixia. She's
How do you
also
spell
the high priestess. So
How do you spell Queen what?
Quivixia, Quivixia.
Vexia?
Yeah, Queen Quivixia, yeah. She, with her marriage to Titarian, that union kind of formed the whole reason that all four of these clans are together. They saw that union as a great alliance and a sign of strength. So the other two clans followed them because of just like them being a power couple, essentially. Because
So is this like Black Panther?
I've never seen the first one. I've only seen the second one, so I don't know.
I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
But you know how there's like,
The other tribes.
yeah.
I
kinda
don't know.
like
This came out in 2015, so sure. Their symbol is an orange raven on a circular black shield.
That's the one I was trying to draw on the sand.
Yep. So you're trying to draw the queen symbol, which is a big holy person. So that's why you got into big no-noville with the golem.
Gotcha. Because the golem must be tied to someone else.
Yep. Do you remember what the symbol was for them? The golem symbol that was drawn on it?
Wasn't he full of symbols?
Yeah. There's like
No, there's a specific one. There was a specific one. I can't remember from the recording.
it was a black tree. So,
That's right. Okay.
yeah, so we'll get to them. Okay.
So that's all making sense now.
Yeah. Hraffin, they're a very religious clan, so a lot of them are priests and stuff. Makes sense. So Brandrick are like the crafters.
Could we assume that the people in the robes are tied to that clan too?
Possibly. But why would they be exiled? There's something weird going on with that.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready for clan number 3?
Mm-hmm.
This is Clan Osvarn. Osvarn. Clan Osvarn. They are pretty uncommon here. But they are fiercely loyal to their clan, and they defend their like honor, things like that. They follow what they call the Berserker King. They're kind of like the outcasts, so they're really friendly with other types of giants, like hill giants and other giants that the fire giants think are inferior or stupid. They're essentially like communicators. Their big thing is that they're really good at communication. They talk to a bunch of different other clans, things like that. So their power comes with information. A lot of the other 3 clans here don't really like them that much because they talk to the inferior giants, and the other 3 fire giant race clans find that to be demeaning. So there kind of is some tension with Osvarn and the other 3.
Is that the group that the people didn't like?
Potentially.
Was that the giants didn't like?
Potentially. Their symbol is a red bear facing forward on a black flag.
Okay.
All right. So that's Osvarn. Lastly is Clan Stockrin. STOCKRIN. OKKRIN, Clan Stockrin. They are the second largest group. They are a significant portion of the people here inside the volcano, as this was natively their place to begin with. They are gifted builders and stone workers. They're so good at it that enemy clans that are not here currently like to throw out rumors that they mate with stone giants because they're so good at crafting things in terms of masonry and stuff. So they try to like demean them with that, but they take pride in their craftsmanship. Their symbol is a stout black tree on a red shield. And the Iron Golem is indeed theirs. They are the ones who created it. It's like their magnum opus.
Nice.
Black tree on what?
A red shield. And that was the symbol you saw on the Iron Giant when Andrew was really close up to it, when Ira was.
Cool.
That is the information I have for you. Hopefully it could be of some use to you. That's like massive information. You can do a ton of crap with that, and it's going to become huge down the road.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it was worth coming to talk to the slaves.
Yeah, it might save your butts in the future. That's how big of information that is.
Because before we learned what the symbols were, but not like who they were.
Yeah, and what was the meaning behind them? But now
Yeah,
now you
what they
understand what certain symbols mean. So if you see them in the future, especially when you get out of like the slave zone and into like the actual proper, you can kind of know which direction certain things are, or by listening to people you know where certain clans are and things like that. So if you're looking for something, it'll save you a ton of time.
Yeah.
And combats and things like that. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Mm.
The one that you cured the blindness now speaks up. I have some information too, if you would like. We're not done. You seek to gain to the upper floors, correct?
Yes.
So I heard, listening to the commander of this group of lower fire giants, that there's a powerful relic that has been moved into the mountain. It's really a volcano, but technically it's Ash Peak Mountain. This relic is currently on the 3rd floor, and there was some special guest that is coming to bear witness to this relic, although I do not know who they are. You guys can kind of assume who that is, though. It's not.
Sulfur people.
No.
Volsus.
Yes. Yes.
Haven't figured out the sulfur people yet.
Could be the ones who are bearing the relic, perhaps.
I feel like they wouldn't make them go into the commoner turlets, though.
Anywho, in order to get up to the top, you must start at the bottom. And the way to the 2nd floor is inside the barracks. The staircase is actually inside the barracks itself. It is heavily guarded. There are 3, maybe even 4 layers of gates, all blocked with different enchantments to stop people from passing through without being of fire giant blood. It is almost impossible to get in. But I've heard those with food poisoning, especially this weird sickness that happened a few days past, that are able to sneak out of the barracks to use the facilities, so to speak. That is your best way in.
Through the shit room.
Had to get food poisoning.
Be careful. There's people running through there all the time. And if you alert one giant, you will have a whole armada upon you. And nobody can defeat 20, 30 fire giants. So choose your timing wisely.
Yay, another way we can fuck up.
Woo! Another one mistake and we're all dead.
Thune now speaks up. I have one last piece of information. This river of flame that you see outside at the lake, it is connected all the way down as a river to what I assume what that iron golem was. If there was some way to get in the lava without burning and to ride the river downward, it could lead us directly where we need to without a single bit of combat. I do not know any way possible to do so, but it is, in theorem, a possibility.
Interesting. I don't know if we have immunity to fire potions.
Does
No,
he
but
even-
the golem does.
What were you saying, Scott?
Like, is he even gonna come with us now that he's here?
Oh yes, I am not an orc, lest you forget.
Doesn't mean he wants to be traveling around with us. I mean,
I go where there is power. You are power. He looks at you specifically, Celiska, when he says that. Game recognizes game.
all right. So, do we think we have any way of passing through lava?
I have a fire shield, but I don't think that'll do it.
It's either that or we just go back the way we came.
Yeah.
So you guys can kind of assume from the information that you've talked to that if you kind of look down towards the entrance where you came in, this way leads to the barracks.
Yeah, I don't think we need to go to the mushroom field.
No.
And I don't think we need to go down towards the idol.
Yeah, it seems like the barracks is sort of the way we need to progress. So we should go back to the toilets and then sneak through, I guess.
That's what they recommended.
I trust them.
Well, I would say that we rest, though, before we do anything.
That's probably smart.
I must warn you, we cannot rest here. They do inspections randomly from time to time. Sometimes they come force us out to go work because we are tired and weak and do not want to. It is not safe here.
I mean, don't want you door back to our safe spot.
Let's check how far that is. Meow. 950 feet.
Nope.
All right, then I'll teleport us.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask before we go? Can you take us with you? Can you take us with you? I'm still blind.
Driver reaches out and lays on hands to the one that keeps yelling, "I'm still blind."
Oh my god, you're a human.
Stab his eyes out.
I want to be blind again.
There you go.
Your hideous
Blinded.
visage. No, they don't exist. You don't have to waste one. That's purely for comedy.
Okay.
That would be funny though.
Oh dear God.
It's like the one Twilight Zone episode where they have the surgery on the person who's ugly. Have you seen that one? That's one of my favorite ones.
No. I haven't seen that
Well,
one.
I don't want to spoil a show
I'm
that's
ugly and I'm proud.
50 years old, but yeah, it's like the whole thing's like her face is in wraps and she's like having this surgery because she's so ugly. And then at the very end, they reveal that she's actually gorgeous, but every one of the surgeons and things like that, because you couldn't really see their faces, were all like hideous, like pig men. And
Are you talking about
Twilight Zone.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I remember watching that in Ember's class.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Ember.
Poor Dave.
Poor Jazzy Jeff.
But
that nickname survived through the years.
Always and forever. Anyways, they're begging you that they want to go with you. So what do you want to tell them? Because you're not actually really leaving this place. They don't know that. Please.
I would tell Karamos that it's not safe for us to take them now, but tell them we'll come back later for them and free them.
We'll relay the message.
That's what my ex-girlfriend used to say. She never came back.
Well, she probably died.
Now she's with Chad.
Ooh.
Ooh, Chad.
Chad the orc.
Damn.
Okay.
That's my next character.
Just looking like Adonis. All right, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just teleport us back.
Yeah. In order for me to grab all of you, actually, I'll just move this orc out of the way. I was gonna say there's
Bring
some
a couple orcs. Special few, his disciples.
Holy smokes! And let me zoom out so I can just drag you without having to do anything crazy.
I mean, honestly, if we're going out of the, I mean, we're gonna go to that one haunted area, which there are places like holes that lead outside. So
Yeah, but remember you're like way up on a mountain, like, and it's not like
that's a safe room.
Yeah, they're asking like to free them and stuff, but like it's just a sheer drop off.
Yeah, I mean that's not.
There's that for you for next time. But yeah, you guys want to do anything else before you rest and heal?
I don't think so.
On a rare note, I'm gonna end it not on a cliffhanger. I know.
We're safe.
Yeah, no problems. So good job, guys. Did good today.
Nice.